Hello, Geminis. Happy Labor Day weekend. This is going to be your September reading for 2018. I am Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot, and I am going to do the overall energy for the month. I will lay down about 5 of just the regular tarot cards, and then I have Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels and her daily guidance angels and the Work Your Light oracle cards, so I can kind of get an overall view, whether this is about career or whether this is about your love life. We shall see what's going to happen. So let's get 4 more cards, please, for Geminis for the month of September. Thank you very much. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then pull the bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So let's see what we got here for the overall energy. Okay, so the first one is the Ten of Wands. Carrying around a lot of burdens with this. You know, if you just put this down, you could probably think straight. So whatever you are holding on to, whether it's resentment or unforgiveness, or you've got a bunch of ideas that you've been holding on to that you need to let go of and start working on, you need to do that. The next card is the Death card. And all that means is it's the end of a cycle and something new is going to start. So either this means you are ending a relationship and going to start a new relationship, or you're ending a job and you're going to start a new job. September is the month of completions, so I'm not surprised to see the Death card in there. The next one is this is the Four of Wands, and I kind of see 1111 in there. 2 on the right and 2 on the left, and then there's the couple in the middle with a kind of a happy family. So I feel like perhaps this is about you ending one relationship and meeting your twin flame or a soulmate relationship in the month of September, so that's nice. Next card says Ace of Swords. So Ace is always a new beginning, although it was reversed, so it may take the whole month to get there, but at least it's coming. And then the 6 of Pentacles is somebody's been working very hard on their money, and since it was in the reverse position, I feel like you've had a lot of money going out the window. So I would say don't be spending a whole lot of money in the month of September. You might be needing it, especially if you are ending a job. It might take you a little bit in order before you replace that income. So I would just say don't spend all your money in the month of September. So let's see what Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels have to say as far as those of you who are either in a relationship or ending one and restarting one. And I felt like that was ready to come out, and I caught it. So let's see. It says, you deserve love. So if you have had self-esteem problems, and that has, okay, we'll take both of those. If you have had self-esteem problems, one of the main things that you need to learn is self-love, and self-love will help bring people to you that want to be around you, because when you radiate good feelings about yourself, it's a lot easier for someone to want to be around you. Also, the next one says, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So if you have been in a relationship, maybe you have not been putting in a lot of effort, or maybe it's just the case of you're not real sure about this person. Give it a chance. Give them a chance. Maybe they're not your typical person that you normally go out with, but there must be something about them that you like. Otherwise, you wouldn't be hanging around with them, hopefully. There's something intriguing about them. And just because they're not your typical person that you would date doesn't mean that it can't be something lifelong. For instance, the guy that I met a year ago that I would call my twin flame is 14 years younger than me. He's of a different race, and he is completely opposite of what I normally would have been interested in. And I am so glad that I gave him a chance, even though the first time he asked to talk to me or whatever, I blew him off. So I'm glad I gave him a chance, because I can truly say I am like head over heels with this guy. So you gotta put a little effort into it sometimes. So this one says new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Somebody's fallen in love, sounds like. And that also, and it could be going along with the Four of Swords, which is kind of the twin flame card with the 1111 on that. So if you guys don't know what a twin flame is, and you don't know what the 1111 stands for, I would look up, Aluna Ash is one of my favorite people to watch, and she talks a lot about twin flames, and there's a big merging of twin flames that's going to be coming in September and October, and I find that super exciting, because that probably means something big for me and my guy coming up here before long. So the next one is just daily guidance from your angels. So let's see what these have to say. These are just general messages from guides, angels, perhaps your deceased family members, anything else that they might want to tell you to be on the lookout for, or any blocks that you may have that they might have suggestions for letting go. Forgiveness comes up a lot. Forgiving whoever you're not forgiving. And opening your heart chakra. That seems to be something that comes up quite frequently. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, and 3. So the first one says relationship. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So basically, that's just saying you need to love yourself first. And I remember when I was younger and I was dating and I couldn't meet anybody, and I was always whining about why I couldn't meet anybody, and everybody was always like, you need to learn to love yourself first. And I was always so frustrated when people would tell me that. I was like, you know what? That's all fine and dandy. How do you do that? Because I didn't know how to love myself. So I spent years working on myself and learning about dating and relationships. And I started doing the oneness blessing, which cleared out a lot of negative crap inside of me. So my spiritual growth and journey has taken years to get to where I am now. It's just, that relationship that you have with yourself and feeling whole and not needing somebody else to fill something inside of you is so important in order to have a loving relationship. I'm like, I can say that now because I finally got where I needed to be. But man, when you are looking for someone to love and you are looking for them to fill a big gaping hole inside of you, it's just not ever going to work, because you can't expect somebody else to fill that hole. And that's a lot of responsibility to put on somebody else, is to fix your shit. So fix your own shit first is what I'm trying to say. The second one says, cleanse and detoxify. With great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. This is the second time this came up today. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. Most of you will know what you need to detoxify from. Since May of last year, have lost 70 pounds. So the main thing that got detoxed out of my body was sugar. And because I don't work at a candy shop anymore, I don't have a whole lot of sugar around anywhere that I can eat. So sugar was one of the main things I needed to detoxify. One of the things that I did detox for a while, and it's kind of creeped back into my life, is artificial sweeteners. And I can always tell when I've had too many artificial sweeteners. It's like I'm coughing it out of my chest these days. And if I get it out of my system, then I'm okay. And dairy also is another one that makes me have like lots of mucus. And so there's a handful of stuff I still need to work on. I know what it is, and I can back off of it pretty easily, and then things kind of slip in. But sugar was the main one for me. Smoking, alcohol, that stuff is like destroying our bodies. So it's no wonder the angels would like you to detoxify your body. Plus, when the event or this shift is happening, I'm understanding that the higher your vibration is when it hits, the less likely it's going to affect you physically. So that's also something to keep in mind. Have confidence. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. So self-esteem issues. I think if you are coming to an end of a cycle in the month of September, perhaps you're losing your job and you're going out to look for a new job, your confidence could get affected during the month of September. So just keep in mind that it's just a short period of time. Everything's going to be okay. You might have, surround yourself with people who love you. It could be a rough month. That's kind of feels like what it could be going on here. You're going to be a little tight on cash. You're going to be feeling a little sorry for yourself. But keep in mind, that's always short-lived, so it's not something that goes on forever. And this is the Work Your Light Oracle. I need to flip that box up. I can't read upside down. Work Your Light Oracle. This is the first deck that I bought that got me started down the road of tarot several months ago. And this could be from anybody. This could be from past loved ones, your guides. I want that one because that tried to come out. Oh, this one comes out all the time too. Imagine that. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Unforgiveness and old ways, past hurts, past programming, fear programming. God, I've just had this conversation with my girlfriend this morning when we went for a walk. Fear, I can't even think now. Any kind of, scarcity programming. That's going to kick in for you during the month of September. For those of you who are letting go of one job and looking for another one, you're going to have some scarcity programming that's going to be kicking in. And the one thing that you can do is, if you guys are not familiar with manifesting, Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks was one of the first books that I got that started me on the journey to manifesting, to get me out of the hellhole that I was in into the life that I am in now, which I'm very happy about. But I would start doing that right now if I were you, and manifest the perfect job, manifest the perfect life. They have some processes in the back of that book. Joe Vitale's The Attractor Factor was also a really good book. Wayne Dyer's The Power of Intention. There's all kinds of books out there, and it's all about getting rid of the dark thinking that will help spiral you down into no place good, and changing the way you think into a more positive way of thinking. And it is a job. Let me tell you why. It took me years to overcome massive negative programming that I picked up from my parents. And most of you guys have picked up that crap too. So it is, I mean, it is like athletic training. You got to work on that, and if you do it every day, you're going to get what you're looking for a lot quicker. It's kind of like going to the gym. When you work out at the gym frequently, you get in better shape, and then you get flabby when you quit working out. So I am a huge proponent of manifesting. I also found out today that this is a blue apatite crystal or rock or whatever, and it is good to help manifesting. So I have a manifesting journal that I write in all the time, helping me manifest stuff with my future husband and all of that stuff. And so I found out today about that being good. So now I'm just going to leave that on top of my journal to help make that happen and speed it up and intensify, I think was the word that she used. So let's see what else we've got from the Work Your Light Oracle there. Yep, 2 more. Okay. And this says, the Age of Light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. So my guess is that you are probably a light worker. Maybe one of the reasons that you are losing one job and going to start looking for another is the universe is pulling out a regular job, and it's gonna force you into what your life's purpose is. I don't know for sure. That seems to be happening a lot with a lot of people. Many people are starting to do their mission work, their life purpose work, and sometimes we get stubborn and we won't step away from something that's really comfortable, and the universe has to step in and kind of kick us out of the nest. So that could be what's happening. And if you do have something that you've been thinking about doing, I would say this month is the time to jump on that, especially since it looks like there's going to be something coming to completion, whether it's a job or a career or whatever. Now's your time to, move forward on that. And the second one says, boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? The thing that comes to mind on this is saying no when you need to say no. Maybe one of the reasons you're leaving a job is because you feel like you are not appreciated, and you say, yes, I will work when you don't really want to. You have let your energy get sucked dry by a friend or somebody in your life that you just need to protect yourself more. There are so many places that boundaries can get stepped on. Set your boundaries down and stay with them. That's another thing that can stress you out, is if you're, like I said, saying yes when you shouldn't be saying yes. Anyways, Geminis, this is your September monthly reading, and I wish you happy Labor Day weekend, and I will see you next month. Thanks. Bye.